Okay, so today we are going to solve this problem. Now, what exactly the problem says is that the product of a girl Pragati's age 2 years ago and 3 years hence is 84 years. That is what they have given, and what they are asking us is to find out her present age. Kindly note, in such word problems, the best trick is to always assume whatever they have asked. So what exactly the main question they are asking over here is that Pragati's present age is what they are asking. And now regarding Pragati's age, rest of the equations we are supposed to find out. So first, what exactly we are going to do? We are going to assume that Pragati's current age, Pragati's present age is going to be X years. So that is what we are going to write now. Let Pragati's present age is X years. So this thing we have assumed. Pragati's current age is actually X years. Now what they are saying that the product of Pragati's age 2 years ago. Alright, so naturally if her current age is X years, 2 years ago her age will be X minus 2 years. Therefore Pragati's age 2 years ago will be how much? 2 years ago will be, it will be equal to X minus 2 years. Fine. And another thing what they have given us is that 3 years hence. Always remember, 3 years hence means after 3 years. So therefore also 3 years hence her age will be X plus 3 years. So after 3 years her age is actually going to be X plus 3 years. Okay, so both of these ages product is what they have given us, that is actually 84 years. So that is what we are going to use it in a formula. Therefore X minus 2 multiplied by X plus 3 is what they have given us to be 84. Okay, is what they have given to be 84. Now what exactly we are going to do? We are going to open up these two brackets. Now what I mean by open up these two brackets, this X is going to multiply this whole bracket, that means both of these terms. Therefore what we can have is X into X, that would be X square plus X into 3, that should be 3X. Now we are done with X, it is time for 2. Minus 2 into X, that will be minus 2X, and this minus 2 into 3, that would be minus 6, is equal to 84. Okay, now what exactly we are going to do? These two terms will be combined together. Now what I mean by combined together, therefore that equation will look like plus 3x minus 2x, that should be equal to plus x minus 6, and this 84 as well I am going to move on the left hand side, and therefore it will look like minus 84 is equal to 0. So this is the equation we have got. Of course it can be further simplified, and therefore what we can have is x square plus x minus 90 is equal to 0. Kindly note, from where exactly we have got 90? Minus 6 minus 84, that should be equal to 90. So this quadratic equation we are supposed to solve now. Easily this equation can be solved by using a factorization method. So therefore regarding factorization method, 10 and 9, these are going to be the roots for the same, and therefore x square plus 10x minus 9x minus 90 should be equal to 0. Now from first two I am going to take something common, and that something is going to be x. What remains inside will be x plus 10, and from these two I am going to take minus 9 common. Also what remains inside is x plus 10. Equal to 0 will remain as it was. Okay, so that's the equation we are talking about. We are going to solve this equation further. Kindly note, over here these two brackets are exactly matching with each other. So out of them I am going to select just one, and therefore the things are going to look somewhat like this. That means x plus 10, and the second bracket will be occupied by this x minus 9. So x minus 9 equal to 0. One by one these brackets will be equated with 0. Therefore x minus 10 should be equal to 0, or else x minus 9 should be equal to 0. Now please note, one by one these are going to give us different values for x as well, and therefore x is equal to minus 10 years, or else x can be equal to 9 years. But kindly note, the big problem over here is that x is equal to minus 10 years. What was x earlier? We had assumed that x was actually Pragati's current age. Alright, but nobody's age can be minus, nobody's age can be negative, and therefore for that matter we are going to discard this value. If we do so, this is the only value we are going to stick up with. So therefore what we are going to write now, Pragati's current, or you can also write down it, present age is 9 years. Pragati's present age is 9 years. Okay, so this is the problem we are going to solve. Kindly note, in this problem what exactly they have given us, there are two people. One is actually Vivek, another is Kishore, and what they have asked us is that we are supposed to calculate their ages, their present ages. So what exactly we are going to do? First we are going to assume that Kishore's age, and thereafter we will be getting the age of the Vivek. Okay, so let age of Kishore is x years. Alright, Kishore's age we have assumed over here, and therefore age of Vivek will be x plus 5 years. Why so? Because in question itself they have given that Vivek is older than Kishore by 5 years. Alright, and another important thing what they have mentioned in the question, that these two persons, their ages is reciprocal, their total is going to be 1/6. So that is what we are going to do now. So therefore, as per given condition, 1/x plus 1/x plus 5, reciprocal of their ages will be equal to 1/6. Sum of reciprocal of these two persons' ages will be equal to 1/6. So this is the equation we are going to solve now. We are going to do a little cross multiplication over there, and therefore this will look like x plus 5 plus x, everything else divided by x multiplied by x plus 5 is equal to 1/6. If we solve this further up, what we are going to have, x plus x, that will be equal to 2x plus 5. In denominator we are going to multiply the things, therefore x into x, that will be x square plus 5x is equal to 1/6. Now here as well we will be going ahead with cross multiplication only. This 6 will be multiplying this numerator, whereas this 1 will be multiplying this denominator, and therefore what we can have is 6 multiplied by 2x plus 5 is equal to 1 multiplied by x square plus 5x, and therefore 6 into 2, that will be equal to 12x plus 6 into 5, that will be 30, is equal to x square plus 5x. Okay, so that's the equation we have got so far. Now we are going to simplify this equation so that it looks like a quadratic equation, and for that matter everything we are going to bring it on the right hand side, and that is why our equation will look like 0 will remain on the left hand side, x square plus 5x minus 12x minus 30. Both of these things have moved on the right hand side. If we further simplify this equation, we are going to look at x square plus 5x minus 12x, that should give us minus 7x minus 30 is equal to 0. So friends, that's a quadratic equation we are going to get. Now this quadratic equation we are going to solve by factorization method. For 30 we are going to have factors as 3 multiplied by 10, and therefore quadratic equation will look like x square minus 10x plus 3x minus 30 is equal to 0. From these two we are going to get x as common. What remains inside is x minus 10, and from these two we are going to get 3 as common. What remains is x minus 10 is equal to 0, will be as it was. Okay, so therefore of these two brackets this x minus 10 will be common, and this x plus 3 that will as well be there, x plus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so one by one these brackets will be equated with 0, so x minus 10 will be equal to 0, else x plus 3 equal to 0. These two brackets can give us values such as, therefore x is equal to either positive 10 or else x is equal to minus 3. Now friends, do not forget x was our somebody's age. X cannot be, or somebody's age cannot be minus. So therefore we are going to stick up with these values. X is equal to 10 years is present age of Kishore, and therefore Vivek's present age will be x plus 5, that means 10 plus 5, that means is equal to 15 years. And Vivek's age is 15 years. Alright, the problem which we are going to solve now. In this problem what they have given us is that there is a person who makes pots, earthen pots basically, and what we are supposed to calculate is that how many pots will that person is actually making, and exactly what is the production cost of every pot. Okay, now we are going to solve this problem. In this problem they are asking us to calculate total number of pots that person is making every day and what is the production cost of every pot. Okay, so that is what we are going to assume over here. Let number of pots each day is x. So total number of pots made by that person is actually x. Alright, and what they have given us is that production cost of every pot is actually 40 more than 10 times to that of the number of pots made in each day. And okay, so what we can calculate is that production cost of every pot will be given by 40 more than 10 times the total pots made in every day. So basically these are the total number of pots made in each day, and that is the production cost of every pot. But one more thing they have given us is that total production cost was actually equal to 600. So therefore that is also we are going to list up over here. Also total production cost is equal to 600. So that is also we are going to utilize over here. How exactly we are going to utilize? Total number of pots made in one day multiplied by production cost of every pot is going to give us total production cost. That means 600. So that is what we are going to put in here. Therefore, what we can have is pots made in each day multiplied by production cost of every pot. That means 10x plus 40, that will be equal to 600. So this is what we have got so far. Now what exactly we are going to do? We are just doing the regular algebra and we are just going to solve the same. Therefore, what exactly is going to happen? This x will multiply this 10x and it will also multiply the 40. So therefore, things are going to look like this. X multiplied by 10x, that will be equal to 10x square plus 40x. This entire thing should be equated with 600. So 600 we have done. Now we are going to move everything on the left hand side, and therefore our equation will look like 10x square plus 40x minus 600 is equal to 0. So that is the thing we have done so far. Now throughout this equation we are going to divide by 10. Okay, so therefore equation will look like x square plus 4x minus 60 is equal to 0. So this is our quadratic equation. Now this can be solved by using factorization method, and when I am talking about factorization method for minus 60, what we can have factors are actually plus 10 and minus 6. These are the factors we can utilize over here. Therefore x square plus 10x minus 6x minus 60 is equal to 0. We have utilized the factors over here. Now from these two we can have x as common thing, and therefore x plus 10 we have got, and from these two terms we are going to take 6 as common. So therefore minus 6x plus 10 is equal to 0. These are the things we have got so far. Kindly notice over here, x plus 10, x plus 10, both these brackets must match. I already have told you in earlier sums. Okay, so that's the equation we have got. Now we are going to simplify this a bit. Out of these two x plus 10, we are going to choose just one, and therefore what we can have is x plus 10. This shall be multiplied by x minus 6. Therefore x minus 6 will remain over here is equal to 0. One by one these brackets will be equated with 0, and therefore either x plus 10 will be equal to 0, or maybe x minus 6 is equal to 0. Both the values are possible over here. So we are going to calculate x's value from this first equation. Therefore x might be equal to minus 10, or else what we can have as x is equal to positive 6 years. But kindly note over here, as we have already discussed, the total number of pots is what we have assumed it to be x. But total number of pots, those are manufactured in a day, they cannot be minus. And therefore, what exactly we are going to choose x's value as? It is going to be just 6. Therefore, total pots made in a day, they must be equal to 6. That I will have to scratch in here. Okay, so if this is a total number of pots, now we can also calculate total amount or total price of these pots. Therefore, total cost must be equal to, please note, that was given by 40 more than 10 times to that of the x. Okay, so in place of this x we are going to put 6 plus 40, that should be 60 plus 40, that must be 100 rupees. So total pots they were made in a day, they were actually 6, whereas total cost of all of these pots was 100 rupees. Okay, now today we are going to solve this problem. In this problem, exactly what they have given us is that a number has been divided by a particular number, and what exactly the quotient is, what exactly the remainder is, that's they have given us, and what exactly we are supposed to calculate, we are supposed to find out is that actually we are supposed to find out the divisor and the quotient of this entire division. So first we are going to assume whatever they have asked us first. So that is why we are going to assume that our divisor is going to be x. So therefore let divisor is equal to x. Now if we have got the divisor, our quotient will be what they have given is that 6 more than 5 times to that of the divisor. So based on this, what we can write, therefore our quotient will be equal to 5x plus 6. Why so? 6 more than 5 times that of the divisor. Alright, once we have the divisor, remainder they have already given us. What exactly the remainder is? Remainder was simply equal to 1. Remainder is equal to 1. Now friends, kindly note, here we will have to utilize a formula. What exactly the formula tells us is that dividend is equal to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. This is the formula we are supposed to utilize over here. Alright, and for getting the equation, we will have to put things in this formula. So what exactly our dividend was? Dividend was simply 460, and therefore I am going to put 460 in place of the dividend is equal to divisor. How much was the divisor? According to our assumption, it was x. So therefore x multiplied by the quotient. What exactly the quotient they have given us? 5x plus 6, that is the quotient they have given us, plus remainder. So remainder was actually equal to plus 1. That things we have put over here. Now we are going to simplify them a bit. So therefore things will look like 460 is equal to 5x square plus 6x plus 1. These things we have got over here. Now we are going to move everything on one side of the equal to sign, and therefore things will look like 5x square plus 6x plus 1 minus 460 is equal to 0. These things we have got. These two we are going to combine together, and therefore 5x square plus 6x minus 459 we have got is equal to 0. So friends, this is actually our quadratic equation. We are going to solve this quadratic equation by using the method of factorization itself, and for this calculation the factors are actually going to be minus 45 and plus 51. Therefore 5x square minus 45x plus 51x minus 459 is equal to 0. These are the things we have got. Now from the first pair and from the second pair we are going to take something common. So here from the first pair we are going to take 5x as common, and therefore equation will look like 5x, what remains inside is x minus 9 plus, from the second pair we are going to take 51 common, what remains inside is again x minus 9 is equal to 0. Now both of these two things we are going to combine together, and therefore equations will look like, therefore x minus 9, this will be first bracket, second bracket will be 5x plus 51 1 is equal to 0. From both of these brackets, we will be calculating values of x, and therefore x will be equal to positive 9, or what we can have, x is equal to minus 51 upon 5. These two values for x we have got so far, but friends, kindly note, of these two values, this value is not okay with, the is not natural number, and therefore we are going to stick up with just one value of the x. That means we will be ignoring this value, we will be rejecting this value of x. So therefore our excess value, that means who exactly our divisor, it is going to be simply x. So therefore divisor will be equal to 9, and since we have got the divisor, based on that divisor we can calculate quotient as well. What exactly the quotient is? It was simply 5x plus 6. Therefore in place of that x we are going to put that 9. So therefore 5 multiplied by 9 plus 6, that means the value for quotient which we can have will be simply 51. So friends, this is how we have got our divisor and quotient over here.